everybody, welcome to Wild Boy Movies, the place to talk movies, and we got ourselves a new cast member added to Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it reveals who will be playing the villain, Tombstone, which is a villain that we've been hearing will be appearing in this next Spider-Man movie, and now it's all but confirmed. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is giving you guys my thoughts on this new cast member who will be playing the character of Tombstone, as well as how it could overall affect Spider-Man Brand New Day. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on the casting of Tombstone. And before I get into this video, I just want to say that I wish Tom Holland a speedy recovery after his injury on set of Spider-Man Brand New Day, where he suffered a concussion and set back to production a week. Hope Tom Holland is able to recover well. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so this news was revealed by Deadline, one of the most reliable journalists in the film industry, where they went ahead and reported that Marvin Jones III has been cast as Tombstone in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, to some, it's a new cast member added to the movie, but to us Spider-Man fans, that name should be familiar because he is the actual voice of Tombstone in 2018's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which, hey, this article also revealed that Marvin Jones III will be reprising his role as Tombstone in the upcoming Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So that's a little update with Beyond the Spider-Verse right there, is that we will have Tombstone back in that movie, wondering what role he could play. But for Spider-Man Brand New Day, he will be portraying the character of Tombstone in this live-action movie. So that's essentially two villains that we know have been cast in this movie. Michael Mando returning as the Scorpion, and now Marvin Jones III as Tombstone. Now, we gotta go ahead and ask the question, will Tombstone be the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day? Because this movie has been so secretive that we don't even know what the movie will be about, what the plot will be, how the Punisher and the Hulk will fit into this movie, and even who will be the main villain of this movie. The villains that we know will be appearing are now Scorpion and Tombstone, but the others who have been reported are like Boomerang, Ramrod, and Tarantula. They have been reported villains to be appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day, but we don't have any confirmations on who will be playing those characters. The only ones that we got confirmed with actors attached to those roles are Scorpion and Tombstone, and I'm very curious to see how Tombstone will go ahead and fit in to Spider-Man Brand New Day. And it's also something that I really like that the MCU Spider-Man movies are doing, besides No Way Home, where they're using villains that really haven't been used in the Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield movies. We haven't seen the Vulture, Mysterio, Scorpion, or even Tombstone in those movies, though Mysterio was planned to have a small role in the cancelled Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4, but still, it's very exciting to see these other villains who haven't made their live-action debuts to have their debuts in the MCU through the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. And I'm kind of excited to see how they'll go ahead and portray Tombstone in live action and see how they'll adapt that storyline, because I feel like that they did a great job with the character of Tombstone in the animated Your Family Neighborhood Spider-Man series. While we didn't get to see Lonnie turn into full-on Tombstone with like the rock skin, we did get that origin and setup for how Lonnie would become Tombstone, possibly in further seasons of Your Family Neighborhood Spider-Man. And then of course we had the Tombstone that we got in the Spider-Verse movies, and I thought the actor did a pretty good job in that voice role for Tombstone. So to see him now being brought in to play Tombstone in live action is pretty exciting, although there were reports that when the El Muerto movie was happening, they were considering bringing in Tombstone for that movie, and to have that same actor, Marvin Jones III, play Tombstone in that El Muerto movie before Sony decided to stop the villain spin-off movies. But now the main question that us Spider-Man fans have to go ahead and ask, is Tombstone gonna go ahead and be the main villain for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Because we know that we have the Scorpion in this movie played by Michael Mando, and we've been hearing that the Scorpion is not going to be the main villain of this movie. He's just going to be a side villain. And whenever those first set photos were revealed back in Glasgow in August of this year, we were all really thinking that Mr. Negative would be a villain in this movie, and I thought Mr. Negative would have been a great great villain for a Spider-Man movie, especially one in the MCU, but we've been hearing that Mr. Negative is not going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, but I'm hopeful that he could be in either Spider-Man 5 or Spider-Man 6. But yeah, I definitely think that Tombstone could very likely be the main villain of this movie and could be one of the things that has Tom Holland's Spider-Man needing to team up with Mark Ruffalo's The Hulk and John Bernthal's Punisher, because I do think that from what we saw of Tombstone and like all of the various medias that we've gotten, from whether that be from Your Unfriendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, or even the Insomniac games over on PlayStation, I do honestly think that Tombstone would be like a strong villain that I don't think Tom Holland's Spider-Man could be able to fight on his own, which is why I'm thinking that we will be seeing a fight between Tombstone and the Hulk in this movie. Now, I don't know if we are going to be getting Savage Hulk in this movie, because with Mr. Negative not even in this movie, that would throw out the theories that Mr. Negative would be the one responsible for bringing the Savage Hulk back. So I would very be curious to see how we'll get the Hulk in this movie, and I do honestly think that will eventually lead to Tombstone and the Hulk fighting while Punisher and Spider-Man team up to fight Scorpion. And I'm also curious to see if they'll go ahead and have the origin of Tombstone play out in this movie, because like I mentioned before, we had that origin play out in Your Family Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I thought they did that pretty well. And I'm very curious to see if they'll actually have that origin play out on screen, or if we'll just start the movie with Tombstone already established, because yeah, I would honestly really want them to do kind of like the origin for Tombstone, because yeah, I thought they played it well in that series that I kept bringing up, and I would really want to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man try to make new friends after he lost the friends and girlfriend that he had from the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home, where the memory wipe spell erased Peter Parker from basically everyone's memory. So I would want Tom Holland's Spider-Man to meet someone like a Harry Osborn or Gwen Stacy or even a Lonnie Lincoln, where they would start off as friends, but some of these characters would turn into like bigger, dangerous threats. Like we could see Harry Osborn turn into a version of the Green Goblin, or we could see Lonnie Lincoln turn into the Tombstone, and that would be a pretty interesting storyline to go through, seeing a new friend that Tom Holland's Spider-Man went ahead and made, and now they has to fight that new friend. But like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a smaller piece of the puzzle reveal for what is going on overall in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We've had a ton of cast members attached, which we had a lot of them with their roles revealed, like John Bernthal's, Mark Ruffalo, and now with the villains, Michael Mando and Marvin Jones III. We've had other cast members attached to this movie where we don't know their roles, like Sadie Sink, and we had rumored characters to appear in this movie, like Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. Yeah, she's rumored to be appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I don't even know how we could have Yelena Belova appearing in this movie with it even making sense, because we already have John Bernthal's Punisher and Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. How would Florence Pugh even fit in this movie? And what is even going to be the story of this movie this time around? All we know is that it will be a street level story, but I do have trust in director Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi, and I really like Shang-Chi, so I think he's going to do a great job here with Spider-Man Brand New Day. And it's only a matter of time before we get further official things from Sony, whether that be trailers or first look images that give us a better idea what is going down in this movie. And once we see this movie, we'll know what Sony and Destin Daniel Cretton and Marvel was cooking up with this particular Spider-Man movie. But that really is everything that we got regarding Spider-Man Brand New Day as of right now. Again, reminder, production has been halted due to Tom Holland's injury, and I'm hoping Tom Holland is able to recover well. But I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys' thoughts on this casting for the character of Tombstone? And do you think that it was a great decision? Go ahead and leave your thoughts down in the comments section. And while you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video, and have a great day.